Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nato Money, and I'm back with another power video, okay? This video is for the people who've been here ever since OG Power. Today's power theory, we're going to settle this once and for all, okay? 3 people. James St. Patrick, a.k.a. Ghost. Tasha, a.k.a. Miss Green if you're nasty. And Tariq, a.k.a. Baby Ghost. I didn't do nothing wrong. Dad deserved it. Today, this one is for the marbles. We will break down and we will find out by the end of this video and determine, okay? Literally, who is the person who destroyed the St. Patrick family? And we're not going for the all 3 of them contributed to blah, 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 blah. Listen. Duh. But if we're going to say that, then there ain't no need to even make the video. What we're going to do is we're pointing the blame. We're going to say who's the person who made decisions that definitely destroyed the family, okay? This video is going to be another banger. Of course it is, because it's me. It's me, man. Come on now. Who's coming with me, man? This video is going to be another banger. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. Now, first, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Ghost. Then we're going to talk about Tasha. Then we're going to talk about Tariq. And then I'm going to let you guys know, because I'm not even going to give y'all the ability to debate, because the answer that I give y'all at the end is going to be 1,000,000,000% correct, all right? But we're going to talk about Tasha as we state all the contributing factors that all 3 St. Patrick family members did to contribute to the end of the dynasty, okay? So now, we have Tasha, okay? Tasha, who, from the start of the series, she was a loyal wife from what we can see, right? Loyal wife, loving wife. However, she was more into the ghost side of James St. Patrick and not the man, James St. Patrick, which is what led Ghost to run into Angela and say, you know what? I ain't letting you leave my life again. Now, what we realized, how Tasha moved after that. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, let's really be honest about Tasha. Tasha literally became a slut after that. Right? Anybody who want to say Ghost cheated first, he may have premeditated it a little bit. But guess what, though? Would we be able, right? Would it be fair for us to go back in time, right? Go back in time and kill Hitler as a baby before he did anything wrong, before he even knew what he was going to become and what he was going to do? No, right? So Ghost cannot be held responsible for something premeditated that he didn't even attempt to do yet. Because as of that moment, he did not step out of his marriage. However, Tasha, insecure ass, she merely seen Ghost talking to Angela. What did she do? She went in the car, started fondling herself, right? In front of Sean, right? Sean Stark. She cheated first. And now the plot thickens, because now we got to keep going, right? So, yes, Ghost is now officially cheating on his woman. Cheating on his wife, right? Stepping outside his marriage. But then you got Tasha, who she could have found any little side boy, anything. She's sleeping with Sean, putting Sean's life on the line, knowing how dangerous Ghost is, right? She's selling the boy a dream, you know what I'm saying? Like, acting like they really about to run off and ride off into the sunset. Like, this dude is like D-League. He caught an injury, never gonna go to the league. Like, you're selling this boy a dream. Was you gonna steal Ghost's money? run away with the kids and Sean. And now let's talk about the other things that Tasha did, right? Other things that Tasha did, started running a drug operation inside of a daycare center, right? Forcing Ghost to say, hey, what are you doing, right? You got my son in the middle of this. Of course, Ghost snitched. He ruined that. But here's the thing. Tariq already been in the game when Tariq was trying to get in the game, right? Who helped Tariq learn the game in ways that Ghost would have never taught him? Who did that? Who did that? Tasha, Miss Green if you're nasty, right? She caused a lot of extra problems, and she caused the family to crumble in ways that made it unrepairable, okay? What she was supposed to do, right, was either divorce Ghost immediately. Even though Ghost was in control of everything, there's no way he wasn't gonna let her live good. Long as she was to never snitch, never threaten to snitch, Ghost would have put her and the kids somewhere very nice. Or she could have just agreed to be a sister wife, which is, see, personally me, I'm a lover of many women, right? And some people may disagree, especially some of the women listening to this video, but I say, right, there would be a lot less drama going on if some women, or rather all women, just agreed to let the other woman share their man with them. Let it be a hierarchy, right? Let the women make the man choose who's going to be the main woman. The woman who spent the most time, invested the most, she gets seniority. Let her be the main woman. Let her get the biggest house, the best car, right? Angela probably would have been like, okay, cool, right? Or not, but maybe, right? This is a progressive world we living in. But Tasha got in the way of Ghost rearing his son into being the man that he wanted him to be, which would have gave him a safer life in the future and a more productive life in the future. Tasha got in the way of that. Next, let's talk about Ghost, okay? We know Ghost. Premeditative. He had full intentions on sleeping with Angela and getting with Angela, right? But here's the thing. He gave Tasha a chance. He said, who do you view me as, right? Where do you see this thing going? Once she said you gonna be the biggest drug dealer in New York City, Ghost was done from that point on. If that conversation would have went differently, Ghost probably would have said, you know what? I'm gonna leave things in the past with Angela. Or maybe he would have just slept with her and then that would have been it. Right? Can a man get a little cootie cat on the side? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Come on now. Can we stop pretending that that's just not who men are, especially powerful men? Powerful men have more than one woman, okay? It's that simple. It's that simple, right? It's like Future said. You want to cry in a Honda or you want to cry in a Maybach? But anyways, yes, Ghost did that. The way Ghost went about dealing with Angela in regards to his family was absolutely wrong, right? We cannot give him no leeway on that. What he should have did was not touched Angela, and if he really felt compelled to deal with Angela, he should have divorced Tasha first. He should have spoken to his kids, who still would have been complaining and bitching anyway, but he should have said, hey, listen, I never thought I'd see this woman again. I'm still in love with this woman. I'm sorry, but I want to be happy. Dad want to be happy. It's better than me being miserable and fighting with your mama in this big penthouse every day. It's better than that, right? But we know Ghost did that. We know Ghost did a lot of messed up things. But really, what's the biggest thing you could really say that Ghost did to ruin the family? Could you say he ruined the family by not telling Tariq his business? That's not his business, that he don't want Tariq to know because he don't want to expose Tariq to that life. What is the biggest thing you can say goes then wrong? Stepping out on his marriage? Okay, cool. Is that the worst thing a man could do to his family? His baby mother taught Tariq how to sell drugs more efficiently. How is anything Ghost did worse than Tasha? Right? If you really want to make comparisons between the two. And now let's move on and let's talk about Tariq. And if I forgot any more dastardly deeds that Ghost did that further destroyed the St. Patrick family, y'all let me know in the comment section. But I really want to speak on Tariq now, right? Here's Tariq. Tariq, who his father is a prominent businessman, right? Who doubles as a drug dealer when the sun goes down. Ghost brings this kid to his woman's house. Tariq steals her gun, brings her gun to his school. That could have went all kind of ways bad. Like, imagine if he would have gotten to a shooting at the school and how that would have looked on the family and how it would have made Angela's situation hot, right? Not thinking. He gets in bed, figuratively speaking, right, with Kanan Stark. Kanan, who he found out later on, had a vendetta against his dad. But here's the thing, right? You should have been in school. You should have been in Choke with your head in the books. Right? He started getting high. He doing all kinds of stuff. He's setting people up for robbery. He getting innocent white women killed. Corrupt cops going after him. Because of him, Raina gets killed. Boom, pow. Boom, pow. Boom, boom, bing, bing, bing. Right? He shoots Raina in the chest 42 times. Raina's dead. Ghost is a wreck after that, right? Ghost and Tasha never came back from that, right? And what I don't like as far as how they was doing with Power Book 2 Ghost is, they didn't mention Raina enough. They didn't mention Raina enough during Power Book 2 Ghost. Like, she was there. Like, that would be a frequent conversation. Like, but anyways, Tariq running through the streets. He's doing all this dumb stuff. Raina is killed. Ghost is like, yo, fall back. Fall back. I'm going to take care of Ray Ray. I know who he is now. I'm going to kill him. He finds the address. Tariq gets the address. He goes, almost gets himself killed after he got his twin sister killed, right? But he kills Ray Ray. Cool, right? Ghost and Tommy, they get rid of the body. Boom, Ray Ray is never to be found again. Guess what, though? Stupid Tariq leaves his DNA on the crime scene. So now as we get to the end of OG Power, okay, the feds are like, yo, listen, we closing in on James St. Patrick because his DNA is at the crime scene. Ghost tells Tariq, yo, I might take this charge for you. Tariq is hanging on by a thread, hoping for dear life, hanging on for dear life, that his daddy will save him from a charge that he literally caught, that he never had to catch because his father was better at killing than him and being clean than him. Then he got the nerve to be in OG Power complaining to Braden about having messy kills and all of that. But it's like, yo, dude, like, nigga, that's how you started, right? Then he gets mad when Ghost is coming up in the world trying to bury his drug dealer past. He tells Tariq, yo, listen, man, I'm about to be lieutenant governor. You do a little bit of time or I'll get you 5 years probation or something, because they let 5 years probation fly for first charges in New York. How do I know? Because I had 5 years probation. I violated, ended up going to prison anyway, but I had that, right? Tariq is mad because his father wants him to be accountable for a murder that he caught that he didn't have to catch because daddy was going to take care of it anyway. So what he do? He go and shoot Ghost. And until Ghost literally comes back I'm going to speak in this video as if Ghost is literally dead. And here lies where we find out who really destroyed the St. Patrick family. Okay? Tariq St. Patrick destroyed the St. Patrick family and did more harm to the St. Patrick family, right? The second biggest thing is getting Raina killed, right? Which caused a bigger separation between Ghost and Tasha, right? We know they was working on things in the middle of all that, right? And the worst thing that happened to the St. Patrick family was Tariq choosing to shoot and kill Ghost. Like I said, we're assuming, right? Ghost is actually dead and Tariq killed him, right? Why? Why would you choose, right, to kill your father and say what? Because you lied to me about your drug dealer criminal past and the murders that you caught? Because you're ashamed to let me see that side of you, as if that's a bad thing. Why did you kill your father, Tariq? Because he changed his mind and said, I'm going to be lieutenant governor. I'm going to have a lot of power to put this family in a better position. Go ahead and take your probation or do your 1 to 5 years maximum, right? If you even do time, and then you'll come home and you'll still be in a good position because of nepotism. That wasn't good enough for Tariq. He said, you know what? I'm going to kill my mother, not knowing that my father ain't leaving my mother nothing. I think the number one reason why he killed Ghost, he thought that it'd be easy for him to get an inheritance, which he don't got. And he thought his mother was going to have something left in Ghost's will, which it didn't happen, right? He messed up all the way around. Tariq is the person who destroyed the St. Patrick family. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an ink. That's on the dome, nigga.